Hey, LTF here. This is week 2 of my contest hack review. Um, so this marks the first full week I've had hacking this, making this game. And I'm just kind of running around showing off what I've done. So I've added, since we last spoke, I've added 4 tile sets. Created 4 tile sets from grass. These are actually Kirby Squeak Squad tiles. And then these rocks are some tiles that I well, they're from Zero Mission, but I removed borders and I added some dithering, as you can see. And I moved the palettes around, so I've got 3 different types of rock colors. And I've got these little things, because you need some civilization. And I have the palm trees from they're either from Nightmare from Dreamland or The Amazing Mirror. I think they're from Amazing Mirror. And yeah, that's what I got so far. The background is from Jezenchen. It's actually originally in Desolation. And I've got, 3 other tile sets. I've also made the mini-map for this area. I've also done, or kind of done, most of the, or most if not all of the rooms for this area. So it's I still need to do the map rooms and the elevator rooms, but all of the actual gameplay rooms are done. And I think that's 14. 14 or... It's either 13 or 14 rooms, so 13 or 14 out of 60. That's about a quarter of the way done. I think I've also done some more minor tweaks and changes. And I'd say it's been a pretty good week of progress so far. It's kind of one of those things where always it's I've done all this work, but I'm the deadline, June 30th, is doesn't get any further away, and I'm kind of always second guessing myself, always always saying, oh man, am I doing enough, when I've probably spent over the past week I've probably spent 20 hours working on all this, which is not an insignificant amount of time, but it's just, man, it is how long this stuff takes. It takes so much work, um it's very much a part-time job, straight up, this hobby is straight up a part-time job. So yeah, this is what I've done, what I've got planned for next week. Next week's gonna be a little tough because I have a wedding to go to. It's actually a family member that's getting married, so it's gonna be a lot of family in town, and probably gonna be spending a lot of time with them, so I probably won't get a full 20 hours like I had this week, which is also kind of why I spent so much time this week working on it. But I would like to really get everything hooked up and connected. The doors are still not connected for this area, and if you notice, there's also no sprites in the area, so I still need to go through, add sprites, hook up doors. I like to do all of that, get it a working prototype of area 1 going, essentially, and be able to drop myself in to the first room in Mage with no items and kind of play through my area 1. It's kind of my goal. I might actually, if I work really hard at that, I might be able to do that by the end of tonight. And then just kind of make a couple rooms in area 2 over the course of the week. I also have a broader goal of, if I could, I would really like to actually have like a working prototype either done by the end of the month, or if that is just not possible, the first week of June, so I can like get into that kind of play testing and tweaking stage earlier, because going through making all of this, I've realized a few things. The first thing I've realized is I can actually be pretty fast at making rooms, blocking out rooms. I can be really fast at it if I like really focus, like, and also just kind of like focus on doing it fast. I can really block out rooms to be fast, but obviously if I do that, sometimes maybe the rooms aren't very good. But even working on it hard, like, I'm not really gonna know if a room is good or not until I play it in like the context, in the greater context of the hack. Yeah. So yeah, man, it's a lot of work to do this stuff, let me tell you. It is a lot of work. Another thing I would like to kind of just talk about is, well, there's been some, like, I don't want to really call it drama, because it's just kind of two guys, who are kind of, like, review bombing and kind of being pretty, like, emotional in the servers, and, like, just kind of review bombing other people's hacks and kind of being overly negative, and I don't know why I decided this was a good idea. Actually, I do know, because somebody said, oh, well, more people should leave reviews to like balance out review bombing scores, so I was kind of thoughtless and I thought that was a good idea, so I came in and did a bunch of reviews, and you know, honestly, I probably should have just waited a week to do that, but I decided to do that yesterday. So, yeah, I did that, and one of the things I did was I wrote like an essay about Spooky 2, and I gave the hack a 2 out of 5. Because I don't know, I just did. I just played the hack. I don't really like it, and you know, I explained myself pretty thoroughly in the review. But one of the problems, one of my mistakes, something that I learned is that I have a nasty habit, of just kind of like assuming things are true. I get these like strong ideas and opinions in my head about, or like, I get opinions about facts, or like I get my facts wrong, and they just kind of like, I don't know how, but either like I misinterpret something someone says, or I look at certain like facts and I draw connections between those facts that just like are not true. Like I'm just hallucinating. Like it's almost like schizophrenic, honestly. Like I'm just drawing connections between things that actually are not there, like whatsoever. And this has caused me for some of my reviews to like actually just totally get the facts wrong, and a couple creators like either reached out to message me or said something in some of the Discord servers about this information just being wrong, and if you did that, first off, thank you for letting me know. Second off, Sorry. I'll I'll work on that. I'll work on this problem. I'll maybe if I feel like I've hallucinated some information, I'll check in and make sure that what I'm saying is actually accurate. But yeah, it's been a very entertaining week. A very, very entertaining week, and hopefully, you know, next week I'm able to put aside some time to work on this, and I'll catch you guys next week with an update about this hack. I'm calling it Dive. The hack's name is Dive because, you know, it's a water hack, and diving is something you do, and well, when you see the map mechanic, you'll understand also why it's called Dive. I think that'll be interesting. Anyways, LTF here. Just gonna signing off, you know. Subscribe if you want more updates. And I'll catch you guys next week. Peace.